CBN is holding rates at 26.5%. The Fed, all the way in Washington, is stuck at 3.75%. Same dollar thinking guy, two different countries, one big question. If I have my 5 million sitting in my account right now, where does it actually grow? Lagos or Dallas? I'm Bola. I split my time between Lagos and Texas, and this is the exact math I ran on my own money. Let's start at home. By 5 million in a 1-year Nigerian Treasury bill right now gets you around 20-22%. That's not a typo. Put by 5M in, and in a year, you could be looking at by 6.1 million. On paper, nowhere in America beats that. PiggyVest, Cowrywise, money market funds, same story, 16-22% depending on the app. Real estate in Lagos? A decent plot in Sangotedo or Ibeju-Lekki can still double in 3 to 4 years if you're patient, and you're not buying from an agent who disappears after collecting deposit. Ask me how I know. But here's the catch, nobody puts in the thumbnail, inflation. Naira inflation is still sitting around 15-16%. So that 22% T-bill return? Real return is more like 6-7% once you strip out inflation. Still positive. Still better than a savings account paying 4%. But it's not the get-rich number it looks like on the surface. Real talk. In Nigeria, you're not just investing, you're racing inflation. And even when you win, you don't win by much now. Texas. Pino 5 million converts to roughly $3,600 at today's rate of about closer $1,380 to the dollar. A U.S. high-yield savings account right now pays about 4.2%. A 1-year U.S. T-bill is around 3.94%. Boring, I know, but American inflation is around 4.2%, so your real return is basically flat. You're treading water, not drowning, not swimming. Now the S&P 500 ETF. That's where it gets interesting. Historically averages 9-10% a year, though this year's been choppy with all the Fed higher for longer talk. $3,600 in VUU isn't life-changing money, but over 10-15 years, compounding does its quiet work. The difference isn't the percentage, it's the certainty. American inflation doesn't eat your returns the way Naira inflation does, and the dollar doesn't lose 20% of its value against itself. Real talk. In America, you grow slower but you sleep better. Here's what the rate comparison never shows you. Exchange rate risk. I put money in a Naira fixed deposit back in 2023, earning a great 15%. By the time I converted it back to dollars a year later, Naira had depreciated so much I actually lost money in dollar terms. The interest rate was real. The currency erased it. Then there's access. Try withdrawing a large T-bill payout in Nigeria on short notice. Banks will stress test your patience. In the US, I can move money from my brokerage to my checking account same day. Taxes are different too. US brokerage accounts issue clean 1099s. Nigerian investment platforms, less standardized, more paperwork on you. And japa problems. If half your family's future is in Lagos and half is in Dallas, you genuinely need money in both currencies, not because one investment is better, but because your life is by currency. Real talk. The best interest rate means nothing if you can't access the money or if the currency melts before you can spend it. Here's what I actually do, not financial advice, just Bola's playbook. 60% US, 40% Nigeria, the 60% in the US. S&P 500 ETF and T-bills is my long-term sleep-at-night money. The 40% in Nigeria, T-bills and money market funds, is my active money because I spent Naira weekly when I'm in Lagos, and 20% short-term returns are too good to leave completely on the table. I don't chase the highest number. I chase the split that survives both economies. Comment Nigeria or USA. Where would you put your 5M? Subscribe if you want to see Bola's next move. I'm looking at dollar-denominated Nigerian Eurobonds next, and the numbers might surprise you.